You are listening to Hilary Topper on Air.
Hi, I'm Hilary Topper, and you're listening to Hilary Topper on Air. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Lana Tobin, who's the founder of Angglz.com. It's a unique brand that's making waves in its industry. Lorna has an inspiring story of entrepreneurship and innovation, and I can't wait to learn more about her journey and the exciting products she developed. Welcome to the show, Lorna.
Thank you so much, Hilary. Thank you for having me.
So tell us about your background, first of all. And
Yes,
how did you come up with the vision of Angles, and also explain what Angles is?
absolutely. Well, my background is in physical therapy. I have my doctorate of physical therapy. I graduated in 2009. And really, for a large part of my career, I worked in pediatrics, loved working with kids. I loved working, anytime I really had my hands on somebody, I was enjoying it because I truly loved what I was doing. Which was physical therapy. And then in 2019, our clinic closed. 2020, COVID hit, and I found myself wanting and needing to pivot into something else in my career. So I was actually listening to a podcast and I had this idea for a product. And really, it just kind of took off from there. I knew that I wanted to create something simple and ergonomical to improve the way somebody was feeling. In this case, it was with sitting and knee pain. Yes, I had this idea as a physical therapist. I was always looking to improve the way that people were feeling simply by making a modification in their environment. So, I was thinking about innovating. I'm always thinking about innovating things. And so literally I had my hand underneath my knee as I was in the car and my knee felt better. And I thought, what if I just created something somebody could just use, something simple but effective, and they just put it underneath their leg when they're sitting to alleviate knee pain. And then that's when the idea really took off because I did research, and knee pain can be caused from sitting for too long, for extended periods of time. Also, sitting can cause knee pain. And so there's just a huge epidemic in knee pain. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm onto something. There is nothing like this in the market that is portable, accessible, and effective, and really treating knee pain when sitting. So it's been so much fun to come up with something so new in the field of treating knee pain and management.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's amazing how many people have knee pain, and most of the issue is when they're sitting,
Yes.
when they're flying in an airplane, when they're,
Right,
at work, right?
right,
It's
right.
just and the pain is very intense, and they're not able to get up from their desk up and down, up and down. So what exactly does this do? So you sit on it and it elevates your leg, and can you explain a little
Yes.
bit about that? Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many neat products on the market, so it can be very confusing. What is what and what is for what purpose? And so angles is for the purpose of sitting to improve, to really change the angle of your knee joint while you're sitting. And that has a lot of benefit because it helps improve the circulation within your knee joint. It's called the synovial fluid. It surrounds your knee joint. It helps to keep it moving, which people do say it helps with stiffness, and that's one of the reasons why. So it keeps the synovial fluid moving throughout the knee joint. It helps with swelling, stiffness, and just that compression underneath the kneecap at that 90-degree angle, that that can happen. So That's what this product is for. It's truly for sitting, for recovery. I felt like there was a gap in the recovery process from knee injury to um to recovery and getting back to sport or running. And sometimes you just need more tools in your bucket to alleviate your symptoms. And I think this was a big tool that was missing um, for
Absolutely.
a lot of
And
people.
And I do
Yeah.
love that it has a portability to it. Let me ask you a question. So, did this come out of you had alluded before that your knee was bothering you and you lifted it up. Did this come out of that you had issues with your knee and wanted to solve that problem?
That's a good question. Um, actually, my issue, I had an issue with my shoulder, and I thought if I just had something to put underneath my arm to kind of prop my shoulder up, that would alleviate some tension in my shoulder joint. And then that led me to, well, what if I use that same tool and put it underneath my knee? And I felt like there was these resting joints that could use support and use stability, and we were missing that. And when I did that research, I realized, not only have I treated hundreds and hundreds of people with knee pain, kids and adults, but I knew that this would be so beneficial for people struggling with knee pain. It seemed more feasible to make, to create something to treat the knee as opposed to the shoulder. So I've started with the knee, and that's really where I'm focusing. But so that's really where the idea came was my shoulder. My shoulder was bothering me. I put something underneath my arm, and I thought, well, what if I did that for my leg, and I just could
Wow.
prop something underneath my leg, and then that just like took off from there.
So, you also said something about you had told me that it has like it unhinges, right? You said something talk a little bit
Oh,
about that. Yeah,
Oh, there's two different angles. And so, you have to adjust it yourself. Now, the first angle, it just clicks. It clicks into it at the first position.
mhm,
And then I think what you're talking about is simply just doing the finger pulls. So you have to pull the poles outward together gently in order to change the angle of the device.
gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha. So it could do 2 different angles, which I love the name. I think it's awesome. That was awesome that you came up with this. Um,
Thank you.
so talk to us a little bit about what are some of your biggest challenges that you face as an entrepreneur and how are you overcoming those challenges?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest challenges as an entrepreneur, and I'm really starting out now. This has faster legs than I was even prepared for, and I'm so happy because the product itself is great. I know I have a strong product. What's challenging is I'm doing a lot of it by myself. At all entrepreneurs, yourself included, right? If you want something done, you got to go do it. And
That's it. Mhm.
that's it. So it's figuring it out on my own. And that's been really rewarding and challenging. And then to kind of overcome that, it's just when, finding the right people when they give me the right energy and they show interest in my product and projects, I bring them on board. So I have created like a small team of people that are able to help me. And it's so much fun now to start finding that village because you really can't do it alone, but at the same time you have to get started. So here I
Yeah,
am, and
that's great.
I yeah,
And really there is nothing like it on the market. So in terms of, it's standing out, I've never seen anything like this product before. What I found interesting about it, and I met Lana at the running event in Austin and she gave me a sample of the product. And at the time I was just about 3 weeks out of my knee surgery. So the product, Angles really helped, and it still helps. I'm still using it. But what I thought was really interesting about the product is that it's made out of this plastic. And I thought to myself, wait a second, this thing is going to break. I'm going to put my leg on it and the thing is going to just snap. And it didn't. And I was so impressed with that. So how did you make it so that it doesn't break?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, there's all
absolutely.
different sized
Well,
legs out there.
right. And that's another, right. There's different size legs and weights, and we all come in different sizes and shapes. And so, I have created several iterations of this product, the different prototypes. And one of the things that really matters to me is the quality. And if the quality is there, the effectiveness will be there. And so it's constantly been testing, retesting, and refining. And I love to see people's reactions like, this thing's going to break. And then I say, relax your leg and just put your leg down, and it's going to hold it up. Now I have to be realistic about what I'm offering to everybody on the size. For example, I say this is for people right now, this first model for people 5'10" and under. And I can guarantee if you're under 200 pounds, it's not going to break. I do think it even tolerates a heavier weight, a heavier than 200 pounds. We need to continuously do testing to monitor that, because that's really important. But yeah, it's just so fun to see people's reactions when they put their leg down and they're like, oh, this is like anti-gravity. How is it? It's just holding my leg up. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty
The
cool.
engineering behind it, it's pretty
That
awesome.
that must have been something to design this and then find somebody who could actually make your vision into reality. Can you talk a
Oh,
little bit about that?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there's a trust factor. I went on a platform to look for independent contractors to help me within the field of engineering and industrial design. And I did my research. I found people that were well vetted with good reviews. And I had found some really good people. And then when I knew it was time to move on and find somebody else, I could find somebody else to fill those shoes. And I think I've just been truly lucky in knowing when, okay, we're going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to work with you. And so now I have an engineer that I work with very closely with Angles, and we're already working on our second product for taller individuals. But I guess it's just a lot of it is luck in who you find, doing the right research. And I've been very lucky to sorry,
That's
I'm
awesome.
overusing that word, but I feel blessed because I couldn't do this on my own. This was
Right.
a team effort for sure with the professionals that helped me create it. So, and bring
S-
my vision to life. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
talk to us a little bit about the typical customer. Like who's gravitating toward this product? Um, is it mostly runners, triathletes, endurance athletes, or is it really anybody who has a knee problem?
Yeah. Really good question. I mean, of course you think, well, we all have, anybody with a knee problem, but really, the people that benefit the most from this, a couple of different categories. The first category I say is conservative management of knee pain. So somebody who has not had surgery yet, but is dealing with ongoing nagging symptoms or a structural tear within the knee joint, but it's not enough for surgery. So they have, an insult to the knee, and they go to the pharmacy. There's wraps, there's straps, there's taping, there's all sorts of wonderful, products out there, but they need more. They need that stability, they need that support. They don't need a brace, but they do need some extra um extra support for their knees. So those are the
Mhm.
people, the conservative management of knee pain. They can use it while they're sitting. They can at home while they're icing in combination with other modalities. And that, so that includes active individuals, athletes, the weekend warriors. And then the other category is office workers, people that might be sitting a lot and they might have arthritis in their knees from sitting, or is it the arthritis or is it the sitting? So either way, we're giving
It's
them the
true.
Angles to make the chair more ergonomical for the knee and helping to improve, those symptoms and maybe preserve the life of the joint longer, to push off, any maybe potential surgery that would be needed. And then finally, yes, that category of people that have just chronic knee pain and they need more options, better solutions. I truly think that there has not been a lot of newness in the industry of knee health and knee care for a long time.
Mhm.
So this is definitely an area that can this is a product that can help people in a large population of people.
Abs-
So
Absolutely. And
yeah,
what's interesting what you said about, here they sit, you buy these Aeron chairs that are ergonomical,
right.
but there's nothing for the knee. It just kind of like hangs. And with this, with angles, it just lifts it so slightly that it takes so much pressure off. I mean, when I put it under my knee, I don't feel any pain. And I find
Amazing.
that amazing. I do. I find
That
it
really is.
amazing.
And that
So
never gets old hearing that. I love it.
so tell me, like, are there other case studies like this out there that you could share with us?
Well, just with all of my user testing, since this is a very new product, I filed my patent in 2023. It's almost been
Wow.
2 years now. In February, it'll
Yeah.
be 2 years. So, a lot of just anecdotal, I have symptoms, my knee hurts, it's swollen. Then they use the Angles, it feels better, and there is no swelling, or there's
Wow.
significantly less, no stiffness and that sort of thing. Um, that is when you use it correctly. I have to make sure, just like anything in that you purchase, you want to use it correctly. Um, but with that, you did ask, I'm sorry, what was the second part of your question? You asked, oh, the ergonomics, oh, the testing. I apologize. So that is another area that I want to get into, is get some like scientific data on, does this preserve the life of the knee joint,
Mhm.
or, just get some pain numbers from. And
S
so I have reached out to our local physical therapy school, and I'm hopeful that some students want to pick up this product to do some
That's
testing.
great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
really
that would be
awesome.
great.
So tell me, what's next for Angles?
Well, I'm so excited because I went to the running event and I met such wonderful people like you and some companies that have been very supportive. And so I think that I've learned, when you have an idea and you have a concept that works, you want to start scaling it. And so you can reach a lot of people and help a lot of people. And so getting on podcasts and putting myself out there in these situations to talk about it. But I think it's going to be available on Amazon, which,
Ooh, that's exciting.
it's kind of exciting. I have my website. I hope to keep improving the website. And like I said, every single aspect of this business right now, I am learning on, as we go. And I'm just excited. I think it's going to be available online in a lot of different places. So I'm excited.
Well, I'm very excited for you. So tell our listeners where they can buy Angles and learn
Yeah.
more about it.
Yes, absolutely. So I have a website, just www.angglz, ANGGLZ.com. So you can buy it there. And also you can go through my Instagram page. at Angles _ and there's a shop link through my Instagram page. And hopefully, maybe by the beginning of 2025, it will be on Amazon. So
That
kind of
that would be
crazy.
that would be awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Lorna, for being on the show today and sharing your amazing story. And I wish you the best of luck. And thank you for listening to Hilary Topper on Air. Be sure to check out Angglz.com. That's ANGGLZ.com to see what Lorna and her team are up to. And if you use the discount code Hilary with one L, Hilary 15 at checkout, you can get 15% off of any of the Angles products. I want to take a moment to thank my incredible sponsors who make this podcast possible. First, a huge thank you to the Russo Law Group, Long Island Signature, Estate Planning, Elder Law, and Special Needs Law Firm. Their expertise and dedication are unmatched. For more information about their services, visit their website at vjrussolaw.com. Next, a big shout out to PlayTri. Whether you're into swimming, biking, running, or all three, PlayTri has everything you need to excel. Thinking of joining the business world? They also offer franchise opportunities. Visit playtri.com to explore or make a purchase. And finally, I have to give some love to Vimazi, the shoes I personally rely on, both for training and racing. These are a game changer for athletes. Check out their website at Vimazi, that's VIMAZI.com for more information. And don't forget, a special discount code is available on atriathletesdiary.com. That's my blog. And if you go to atriathletesdiary.com/discounts, you'll see a whole host of discounts, including Vimazi shoes. Thank you, sponsors, for your support. You're helping us bring this podcast to life and keep the community thriving.